you can run project-specific tasks similar to VS Code. I looked for some solutions, couldn't really find anything, so I came up with this. So if anyone else has an even better solution, let me know, and I'll definitely check it out. So first thing I did is I defined a global variable that holds a dictionary, and the key of each value is basically the name of the task, and the value is the execution command. So I created this helper function. It takes in a dictionary, and then it extracts the keys and numbers them and returns a new list. And I passed this numbered list to input list, which is a vim function, and this essentially takes in a list. It prints each item of the list one per line, and then asks the user to enter a number, and then returns the number. So that way I can essentially just get the number. I can then find the tasks the user wants to run. So I mapped this function to leader T, as you can see here. And let me just unhighlight that. So if I do leader T at the moment, you'll see there's one task called get status, which is the one that I defined, the default one I defined in my root vimrc file. So if I do this again, if I run number one, you'll see it does a get status on, in the current directory. Now, for projects, I use this method that essentially just looks for a vimrc file inside of the project root, and then sources it. So, it loads a vim script inside of it. It does this every time I cd or change the directory to a new project. Now, there are some security concerns here, but I mostly work internally and with people I can trust. So in my specific situation, this makes sense and this works. So if you're going to do this, just be careful if you're working on open source projects and stuff like that. If they do contain a vimrc inside, just inspect it first. And yeah, just be careful. Maybe you can also just implement some sort of prompt here that will just basically ask you if you want to source the file with a yes and a no response. I might update that in the future. So that's how that works. So for my project then, in my project's vimrc file, I just extend this global variable, this dictionary with new tasks. So let me show you that. So this is a project I'm in at the moment. When I cd into it, it sources this vimrc file, and then extends the global tasks variable with all of these new tasks. So if I do a leader T here, you'll see there's a few more options. So let me just see if I can run. If I do docker compose up, you'll see it does that. So it works. So I can define a bunch of different tasks inside of this dictionary and then execute it out like this. So it's quite convenient, and you can bind this to anything and run a bunch of different tasks, that's project specific. Now, before I used to do it like this. I used to do a command, and then I'll give the command a name, and then I'll do something like task and then build tags or something like that. But I just recently found it a bit, how can I say, a bit difficult to do across all projects, because I have to maintain this. This type of method is just much easier and much more convenient and quicker to execute the tasks. So I guess I hope you find this useful, and again, if anyone knows a better way, let me know. I would definitely check it out and see if I can find a better way of doing this. But anyway, I will include the links to both these two functions and the bottom function in the description, so just check that out as well. And again, thanks for watching.